Fan with Shano Mac. Shano, wow. An amazing weekend, my friend. Amazing. Some winners, some losers, though.
Great weekend. I mean, it's one of the best weekends in sports, I think, right? You got
Yeah.
four usually high-quality games, right? 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. And then now today, as we're speaking, we got the National Championship game, right, on a holiday weekend. It doesn't get better than that. It's one of the best sports weekends of the year.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you and I agreed that October is probably the best month, right?
Oh yeah, I think so.
You know.
Yeah, we talked about that because you have a little bit of everything. You still got baseball playoffs,
right?
NBA starting up, NHL starting up, football's getting in the swing of things.
Yep.
Yeah, so I agree
on both ends, college and in the NFL. So, you know, it's good for the as they say, it's good for the business. Now, don't get me wrong, March Madness is just around the corner in a couple months, but
yeah,
you know, what we picked up, my friend, is not only in October, just that, but we also cover UFC. So, big month.
Huge month. We got 2 big UFC pay-per-views next 2 weeks. They're going back to back.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be some late nights for us on that Friday, those Fridays, doing our picks, and then doing our UFC picks and our NFL picks. With the championship games this weekend. I guess next weekend won't be as bad because there'll be no game to pick for NFL, right?
Right.
Because you have the bye week before the Super Bowl.
Well, we're definitely not picking the Pro Bowl game. I'll tell you that.
No. I stay away from that game. I don't touch that game at all.
No, not at all.
I don't even watch it. I can't remember anything I've watched in the Pro Bowl in forever.
Before we get to our betting recap of this past weekend in the NFL, let's talk about what is in the news right now, Shano. The Buffalo Bills fire Sean McDermott, and they promote Mr. Bean to president. Your thoughts on that?
That's the part that's more surprising to me, is Bean getting promoted. Who saw that coming? I thought he would be going with them. I mean, he's been their GM for 8 years now. I was looking through some stats I saw online. He's only drafted 2 Pro Bowl players the whole time he's with since he's been there. Mm-hmm. He's had the best receiver he's got, and they did a trade for Stephon Diggs. I'll give him credit for that. But outside of that, he's no longer on the team now. He's on the Patriots now.
Right.
But he was on the Bills before that. Other than that, Josh Allen's got no receivers. There's no like high quality playmakers out there. He's got 2 decent tight ends, I think, and Knox and I can't think of the other guy's name right now.
Kincaid.
But Kincaid. I think that's 2 pretty good tight ends to start with. But the receiver room, I mean, he is lacking receivers. I mean, he had Curtis Samuel on the team this year, and we remember him in Washington where he did nothing for us. That was years ago. That was under Ron Rivera. I think that was like the Kobe year he was on our team. But anyways, I don't think he did a good job of surrounding Allen to succeed. It's pretty much Allen carrying that team. And with the coach McDermott gone, he's a defensive coach, and their defense isn't good. I mean, so you have Allen on your team, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, kind of just getting wasted there.
I don't think it is, of course, how can I put this? I think he's a nice guy. I think McDermott is a very nice guy. He's a nice coach. But keep in mind that, and before I get back to that, is Denver did the same thing with Dan Reeves. Dan Reeves was a very good coach, okay, with the Denver Broncos. They let him go, and they bring in Shanahan, obviously, and you saw what Elway and the Broncos did. Elway, I'm not comparing Elway to Josh Allen at all, okay, but Allen is up there, and you only have so much gas in the tank, if you know what I mean. Okay.
Yeah.
And this was an opportunity for the Buffalo Bills and that community and that organization to go far without having Mahomes in there or a Lamar, etc. So
Joe Burrow was out, so the Bengals weren't in it. Yeah. Right. This was their time for sure.
Right. For going back to McDermott, I think he is, like I said, he's a good coach. I mean, you saw what he's done, but I don't think his time management skills are awful.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about time management skills when it comes to coaching, look at the guy behind me with the Miami Hurricanes. Cristobal is terrible when it comes to time management, okay?
He is.
So, I said this before, anybody can be a coach, can be a CEO, can be a boss, can be whatever, but you got to have that leadership skills. I don't think he had that towards the end. There has been reports that they were arguing, Bean and himself, hey, we're not, and that's why he came out in that press conference and he was like, hey, I'm sick enough for Buffalo, because he knew who was out. I knew, and I guarantee you, this is the fault of the Buffalo Bills. Stefanski and even Harbaugh are looking to see, hey, is that contract ink dry yet? Because that is a great, I mean, your offense is pretty much set. Sure, you need to give Allen a little bit more weapons. I get all that. But you need a guy to go in there to kind of like straighten it out. Now, where I think McDermott could go right now, Las Vegas Raiders, pick up the phone, okay, right now, as we speak, sign him like that, because that is an S show. I know we can't cuss on here, okay? It's an S show in Las Vegas. He could turn that around. Your thoughts?
I think that's a pretty good pick. Speaking of the Raiders, did you see the national championship game is on right now? Did you see that Brady's there? Brady and Mark Davis, the Raiders owner, because they got the first overall pick and they're leaning. Everybody says they're leaning towards Mendoza.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
just a little side note. Just made me think.
And
of
the president's there too, apparently.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I know he likes to go to those.
Yeah, he does.
I didn't know that.
They've reported it. I mean, I don't think they announce it 2, 3 days, 4 days in advance because
right.
Security
national
reasons.
Security reasons.
Right. But anyway,
I think that would be a good fit for him, though. I agree with you 100%. The Raiders are they're a mess, and I know Brady just got there. Mark Davis is trying to turn that program around.
Sure,
but I mean, he's got to hire the right people to put in place there, and I think that's one of the main reasons he got Brady is because Brady. I mean, he's very knowledgeable of the sport. I mean, everybody knows that. He studied the game like nobody else. It's like him and Peyton are like they could teach a class like a doctorate level class on football. You know. So I think that's what he's hoping.
No, I like I said, he's a nice guy. I know a nice person who is kind of high on the anarchy, the pyramid there. Mm-hmm. And that individual, I'm not going to mention any names, no clue. You put this individual in a college environment, okay? We're talking Saban, I think, okay? But I'm not saying that's what McDermott is, but for X amount of years, we're talking 9 seasons. And you can't even get there.
Yep.
Okay, you've been to the championship game. That's like saying, hey, you're taking your girl, you asked her out, you taking her to prom, but nothing happens after that, if you know what I mean. Okay? You're not going to the big dance.
And going to the championship game, like the AFC or NFC Championship game, that's a great step for a program that's improving, right? Like New England, who thought they would be there at the beginning of the year. I thought they'd be better in the playoffs.
Sure.
But they're going to be in the championship game. That's like a huge step for them. And if they don't win it, they should. We're going to talk about that later probably. But if they don't, hey, no one thought they were going to be at the beginning of the year, but that's a great step for them to build on next year, right?
Sure.
So that's great. But like if you go 9 years without getting there and then not advancing past that, and you have one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league, you're not going to stick around much longer.
Yeah. So I feel bad for the guy. Obviously, I don't hope for anybody to get fired. That's one's livelihood. I get it, regardless of how much you get paid. Even if it's working as a plumber or electrician, working at McDonald's, being a head coach of NFL team, it doesn't matter. When you try to take someone's livelihood, I feel for that individual. Regardless of who it is. That being said, I think that he will be able to get a job if he has the right pieces there. He didn't have the right pieces. You can blame Bean, sure. But I don't think that he should have had a little bit more control on this. I'll tell you who signed off on this, though. Josh Allen.
Oh, probably, yeah. For sure. Yeah, they probably run by everything by him. He's the whole team at this point, right? They have to go. Saying. Their next coach, I saw the odds for like their favorites going in, and it's like Mike McDaniel. There was It was all offense coaches at the top,
Dable.
And that's what they need. That's what they need. Dable was up there. Dable used to be their OC.
Yep.
So that wouldn't surprise me there. I wouldn't go with Dable. But,
Awkward.
Yeah.
I think if you hire Dable, you will get everything out of Allen. No question about it. But the way that
I agree with that.
The way that it ended, you know what I mean? Awkward.
And you never know. Dable and Allen could have had a great relationship there. You never know it, and he wants them back. No idea. But they need an offensive head coach for sure. I mean, like I said, McDermott's the defense. He was a former defense coordinator. The defense wasn't great. They need somebody to continue their development with Josh Allen and grow that team. And that's guaranteed. That's what's going to happen here. Is they're going to get an offensive-minded head coach.
Don't hire Joe Brady. I don't think Brady will get it done. I think he deserves an opportunity, but I don't think this is again going back to you're not ready for the big leagues. Okay, you're ready to run maybe head of development. Okay, but this is a CEO. This is a corporation. This is a huge business. You don't become CEO just because, hey, I was working in the mailroom. No. Come on.
Yeah.
No. So, but if I was Buffalo, and too bad Stefanski already signed with Atlanta, that would have been my first call. Do you think maybe a little phone call to Gruden? I'm just saying. John Gruden.
I think John Gruden would be sweet, but I think he's kind of like on a blacklist ever since our boy Dan Snyder and company like released all those emails and like got him fired from the Raiders. Remember that? So I don't think anybody touching him until all that's settled because that's still not settled yet. I can't wait for all that. I get it,
but it's just kind of like we all make mistakes and everybody deserves a second chance. I'm not defending John Gruden. I'm just saying we all make mistakes. Okay, we screwed up. Let's move on. It's been X amount of time, but learn from this. Hey, I learned from it. Sorry, blah, blah, blah. Won't do it again. Now, if he does it again, and again, I'm not defending what he did, his act. I'm saying that he deserves an opportunity. If he gets it, great. If he doesn't, well,
Yeah, I mean, Gruden's a great coach. I mean, he was turning around that Raiders program before he got canned because of all that stuff.
Right.
They were slowly building towards something.
Yeah.
Talking about like another coach that left, the Buccaneers of Gruden when he won his Super Bowl.
Right.
That was a Tony Dungy led team. They couldn't get over the hump, and then Gruden came in and they won the Super Bowl like the next year. Right. So you're talking about the Elway one with Shanahan before that, right? So they reminded me of that instantly too. Other breaking news. Did you see this? Dolphins looks like they're hiring their head coach. Ian Rappaport reports just came out like about half hour ago on Twitter. I just saw it.
Yeah.
Dolphins have zeroed in on Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley as their new head coach. Jeff Hafley, the Packers DC, looks like that's going to be the head coach of the Dolphins.
Their offense is struggling though. I mean, you have no quarterback there.
They got no quarterback. Tyreek Hill is not coming back. His injury was devastating for a guy that's all speed based. Right. He has no size or anything like that where he can body guys up or anything,
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, now Nagy is gone, and they're bringing Bieniemy back to the Chiefs. I think you need an offensive guy in Miami. Not saying as a head coach, but you need a pretty good call Cliff Kingsbury. I don't know. I mean.
Oh, look at that. The Dolphins just tweeted it literally 30 seconds ago. We have agreed to terms with Jeff Hafley to become our head coach. These inside reporter guys like Schefter and Rappaport, how do they get this stuff so early?
Get it? There's got to be, and that's going back to Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He's Fredo.
Yeah.
He's like, you can see it. Someone's already making the mime on AI, with the gaffa. I knew it was you. You broke my heart. with McDermott and Allen. Because Allen had to sign off on it.
Yeah, I think so.
There's no question about it.
I think so, for sure.
Shano, let's go talk about, of course, our recap in the National Football League in our division game. Let's go with the first recap. We'll get it on the screen right now, which happens to be the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And you can see it right there on your screen, folks. In overtime, 33-30, the Broncos. We both picked this one at -1. We got it in early. So tickets cash for the Broncos at -1.5. over 45.5, courtesy of our friends over at Scores and Odds. And you can see the stats from Josh Allen: 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, 25 for 39 at 283. Bo Nix, who no longer, he's out for the season, folks. 3 touchdowns for him, 26 for 46 for 279 and an interception. But what about Mims Jr.? 8 receptions, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a big game for him. Allen, it looked like he was trying to do too much at times. Like you said, 2 picks. He also had 3 fumbles. So he had 5 total turnovers.
Right.
5 total turnovers in that game.
Yeah.
I get it. The Broncos defense is good. They actually scored a decent amount on him. But I think Allen was trying to do a little bit too much at sometimes. But that comes back to, like I said with Bean earlier, he has no receivers. He's got Shakir, who's pretty good.
Right.
Outside of that, he's got nobody.
Right.
So they need to get him some pieces there. I thought Nix played pretty well. I was surprised to hear that about the injury because I saw the hit and didn't look like that was bad of a hit. And he actually popped right back up.
Right.
He was limping a little bit afterwards. I thought he was just, rolled his ankle or something.
Yeah.
But it sounds like he actually broke a bone in it.
Well, who knows? Who knows what happens here, man? I mean, I just.
Do you think they could be like the Eagles when Nick Foles was the backup and came in and won the Super Bowl?
Could be, but I don't know. I have to look more into it. The odds are starting to come out, but yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. They're updating the odds as we speak here. Shanna, let's go to the next one here on our recap. It was the 49er game as they travel to Seattle. Holy free holies. We both picked. I was wrong on this one there, Shano. As you could see here, I picked the 49ers +7, and you picked under 46.5. You just missed it by the kicker there.
Yeah, it was 7 total. Missed it by half a point.
Yeah.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, that's a bad beat right there. Purdy, 15 for 27 for 140 yards with an interception. Darnold, 12 for 17, 124 with a touchdown. Walker, 3 touchdowns, man. I would have loved to see what the odds for that one was, for 2 or more touchdowns. But Tungus, that was an easy winner there if you had that ticket. It was 38.5 yards, total yards, and he had it 5 or 7 at 59. So that was pretty good on that one. So
you called that pretty early. He said Shanahan likes the tight ends.
Yeah,
and he does, and Kittle was out, and so he called that in our Friday show.
Yep.
Before that, saying like pick up some Niners tight ends and take the overs, and that one definitely hit. That game started off badly though from the beginning for the 49ers. And opening kickoff, return for a touchdown,
right?
And then it was just like stuff like started the avalanche downhill. Then McCaffrey got hurt, and once he got hurt, I mean they were pretty much done.
Yeah.
Right. I think the injury just caught up to the Niners finally.
I agree. I think Seattle, the champs of the NFC West, they came out swinging. I'm quoting like the Rocky. They had a Rocky marathon on this weekend when I was doing some stuff, and they're like, "Oh, the champ came out swinging." So the Seahawks with that big, huge return. And by the way, if you're going to trip the guy, can we get a bigger trip, please?
I mean, you gotta give him some break. It was the kicker, right? So it's not like
I get it, but jeez.
Hey,
yeah.
Side note, I sent this to you earlier. Mm-hmm. Sam Darnold, as much as crap people give for him, like saying he turns the ball over a lot and stuff in the past, only quarterback in the playoffs right now without a turnover.
Yeah.
Only one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only played one game.
Sure.
Right? Because they had a bye week last week.
Right.
But still, no turnovers. No turnovers this weekend. He was the only quarterback this weekend not to have a turnover. So, but the Seahawks, man, they were rolling. They are going to be tough to beat. Tough to beat for the Rams going in there in that loud stadium.
Yeah.
And they're playing like that.
Yeah. And keep in mind,
that's going to be tough to beat.
And keep in mind that he's not 100%.
No, he's not. He didn't need to be. I mean, all they did was run the ball. I mean, that's why Kenneth Walker had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the kick return for touchdown set him up great. Purdy threw a pick that got him the ball back right pretty early in the game. He didn't really have to throw the ball.
Not only that, Stafford's not 100% either with that finger. I'm still concerned about that.
He was off a little bit last game. I know we're going to talk about that game here in a little bit.
He was off, but those receivers don't drop balls.
Yeah.
I'm not like the Chicago Bears. Maybe it's too soon, and executive producer's giving me, some sign language now. But executive producer Mike there is giving me some sign language. But I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. Speaking of that game, let's go to the next game. It is not the Bears. It is, of course, the New England Patriots as they win 28-16 over the Houston Texans. Patriots do cover at -3 and over 40.5. We both picked -3, so that's a big winner for us.
Winnow and a chicken dinner. Yeah, I had a feeling that was the way the game was going to play out. Houston, they just can't do anything offensively. CJ Stroud, I mean, I don't know what's up with him, man. He threw 4 interceptions. And then you remember his rookie year, he looked like he was going to be like the next big thing.
Right.
And then he's been struggling in these playoffs. I mean, the game against the Steelers, he was trying to hand them the game, and the Steelers just couldn't do anything against that Texans defense. But the Patriots could, right? So, yeah, I don't know what's up with Stroud. They need to go in the offseason and work with him a lot because he shows potential when he's on. But when he's not on, he's not looked great.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I'll tell you this. I mean, he has struggled. He struggled against the Steelers. He struggled obviously against the Patriots. Not good, my friend. Not good. But look at Drake May. With all of that, 4 fumbles, 2 of them lost, 3 touchdowns and interception. He went 16 for 27 for 179 yards. Listen, the Texans, take your hat off to these guys. They know how to play some defense. But other than that offense looks garbage.
Yeah, speaking of that, D'Amico Ryans, their head coach, he's a great defensive mind. You can see that with their defense, man. Their defense is really good. They need to get a different offense coordinator in there.
Yeah.
To change things up. I mean, their offense cannot do anything. I wouldn't shock me at all if they come out sometime this week and their OCs and they're looking for somebody else.
Yeah,
would not shock me one bit.
I agree with that. I agree with that statement. Let's
and
go.
They didn't have Nico Collins either, so that's a big loss.
Yeah, they were hurt. They were hurt
because he's a fast dude that can take the top off of defense too. So and he can also cross the middle and stuff like that. He's a pretty good receiver.
Yeah.
And so missing him hurt them a bunch, I think. But even with him, I wouldn't see that game going any different.
We are live here in studio on the College Football National Championship night. It is 0-0 to my understanding, and we've got that in 4K. So nothing yet. We do have, before we get to our last game recap, we do have a winner in NHL hockey as your beloved Caps fall to the Avalanche 5-2.
No shame in losing the Avalanche. They're good.
Yeah, they're good.
They're good, dude. We talked about that in our NHL projections for the Stanley Cup for the mid-year.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're just a buzzsaw. They are good. And
we have a game going on right here with the San Jose Sharks taking on Florida, traveling to the Florida Panthers. My mistake was the following. Florida's been playing like 50 games in like 2 nights. I'm exaggerating, of course, right? But and San Jose is coming off a big rest, so we'll see what happens with Florida. But they're down as they enter the third period, down 3-0. So I should have thought that. I need to adjust the model there. That's my mistake. So we'll see what happens there. Let's go to our final game of the NFL Divisional Round, and that, of course, was executive producer Mike's team, the Chicago Bears, fall to the LA Rams. I picked, of course, the Bears plus 4.5. That's a winner for me. You had the Rams at -3. Yeah, I know. That was a lucky touchdown.
The Bears touchdown?
Yes.
Oh my God, that was lucky. It looked to me like that DB just gave up on the play, didn't it?
Right.
Because he was covering, he was with them, and I think he saw Caleb Williams like dropping back and like doing some crazy things, and then he just like kind of jumped backwards and threw it. I thought he probably thought he was going to get sacked. There's no way he's going to throw it off his back foot, leaning backwards way back here, and then called it right there wide open. I mean, I can't believe that.
Yeah.
You got to stick with the guy. Play to the whistle. That's what every coach will ever tell you, right? Play to the whistle.
I looked at the game again. These receivers do not drop the ball. So if you could see there, it's 20 for 42, but it's Stafford is throwing it out of bounds or whatever. So you can't blame the receivers for that, right?
He also had a couple balls that like went into the dirt, like in front of people's feet. I think that finger is bothering him more than they're leading on.
So you cannot, my friend, you cannot blame the receivers for that, because you saw Adams with an amazing catch. Puka is Puka, right?
Yeah.
Geez, I just couldn't believe it when I was watching it. But let's look at Caleb Williams' stats there. 25 for 42 for 257, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, though. The first one, okay, they were driving. The Bears came out swinging, right? And then they went for it on 4th down. And this is the thing that kind of bothers me, and I've said this off air. When you're especially in the playoffs, take the points, bro. Momentum. Throw this analytics garbage out the window. It's 4th and 2, 4th and 3. Just take the points. Set the what do you call it? Set the bar. Set it right there, and you're like, okay, hey, we're up 3-0. We're good. We're literally driving down. I'm talking about the first drive against the Rams.
Yeah, we talked about that during the Chargers-Patriots game too. Yeah. When Harbaugh went for it on their first drive, it was like 4th and 2 at like the 10-yard line or something like that.
Right.
Going in to score. And he went for it. And then me and you, after the game, when we did a recap, we both said, take the points there. It's 0-0, beginning of the game. Get 3 points. Build some momentum, right? So you go down there and you don't get it. That just kills all your momentum. Like the whole team is just like, oh, man, right? They're down on themselves for a little bit. Kick the points. Get some points on there. Make everybody feel a little better, right? We get it's not a touchdown. But analytics doesn't mean anything, and especially in a game when it's snowing and it's freezing cold. The wind chill was like -7, right? Yeah. The computer doesn't take all that stuff into account. They just know, hey, they're playing this defense against these guys in this situation. This is how well that they're good at stopping this, right? But they have all the extra factors are not factored into that.
Agreed. We're looking up. It looks like Indiana just came with a sack as Miami's going to punt again. It is Shana. Is that 3-0 Indiana?
3-0 Indiana.
Now, we do have -7, and we got that early.
Yeah, very early.
So,
very early.
A friend of mine has 100-1. He got that in the beginning of the season, 100-1 for Indiana to win it all.
Woo.
So, hopefully that works out for my friend. He did put a little pizza on it, so we'll find out.
The line's been moving like crazy. So we did the show with the Wise Man on Friday, and the spread was at 8.5.
Yeah, and
then now it was before kickoff. It was back down to 7.5.
Yep.
At one point before Friday, it was up to 10. I mean, people don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, something's going on.
It's been going all over the place.
Well, I think Indiana looks a little nervous at first, but Mendoza and Santinetti's going to calm everything down. So I think this is their 3rd drive or 4th drive now. I think once they kind of settle in, they'll do it. But this is a team, Miami, they're going to stay strong, but in a sense that they're going to stay in the fight, but you just don't know right now. They're just trying to feel each other out. It's like a boxing match. Look, a couple jabs here and there. You're not going for the home run. You're not going for the haymaker, excuse me. Just to kind of knock the guy out right off the bat. So what your early thoughts on this national title game?
I think that's definitely what's happening here. I was just in awe of the play that Bain just made. I love that guy.
Yeah.
The defensive end set the edge, just had a tackle for a loss on the sweep. Indiana was trying to do for like a 4-yard loss.
Yeah.
That kid's so good. Great technique and all that stuff. But that's totally what it is. They're feeling each other out. First quarter's just coming to an end here. You're gonna have the Indiana's got the ball. It's 3rd and 15, 30 seconds left. So this will probably be the last play of the first quarter.
Right.
But that Miami defense, man's been flying so far. So this looks like it's going to be a game kind of like that Indiana-Ohio State game. It looks like the beginning for me where it's going to be a close-fought game.
Yeah. But then Indiana in the 4th quarter, they showed up.
Yeah.
They pulled the Ivan Drago with the manager. Whatever he said. Screenplay here by Indiana, but going nowhere. We're gonna get off here and sign off and watch.
Do you want to do early leans for AFC NFC Championship? Real quick.
We could.
Let's do it real quick.
Okay.
Before we line off. So first one, Broncos Patriots AFC. I'm right now the Patriots are what, -5.5?
Yeah, I got it at -4.5.
Yeah, it opened at -4.5. Yeah.
I sent that to you, and I was like, get on it now. Buy. Yeah.
Early leans to me, I still like -5.5. The Broncos defense is good, but I don't see Jared Stidham winning that thing. I know we're gonna have official picks later this week, but that's my early lean.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell that ticket. The guys in the studio, the odds aren't right on the ticker yet. They're updating as we speak. So they're going to get that right. And of course, the Bronco taking on the New England Patriots, that they got the early game, where the later game is the Rams and Seattle Seahawks. I will say this about Denver. They're like 0-5 million. I'm exaggerating again. Okay. Even when it was with Brady, they never won in Mile High.
Oh, yeah. It's a tough place to play, man. It is.
That's a little concerning.
It's a tough place to play. You got the high elevation. You ever been to Denver before?
No.
I've been once, and then like you can feel it like just walking up a flight of stairs. Like you can feel it like in your lungs a little bit. You're like, oh man, like you don't get out of breath like crazy, but you can tell like, hey, like you need a couple extra breaths when you start doing stuff up there. So the extra elevation, and that place gets loud too. It's a rabid fan base out there.
Yeah.
So it's a tough place to play.
So early on, I do have a ticket for New England -4.5 at -110. No. Did we? I sent it to you. Was it -110 or -102? What was the one that I sent to you? Was -102 or -105? And I put the house on. That was the San Francisco game. Or no, I'm saying Seahawks game, I think.
Seahawks game.
Yeah. So right now I'm leaning New England, but I need to look at some of this. I need to look at the math stuff. It's way too early. You never know. Might have another oblique situation.
Yeah.
You know? So
I agree. That's what you said. Early lean.
Yeah, early lean. Let's go to the NFC Championship, which is the Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, where I got on that quick. It shot up. I saw my buddy got it at -2, and then it went to -2.5, and then it was like bloop.
Well, I texted you last night. It was at DraftKings at -1.5.
-1.5. I got in at -1.5. That's what I.
I saw it on -1.5. I tweeted it out as soon as I saw it to everybody. So follow me on Twitter, but I saw it and I was like, "Ooh, I'm taking this now." And then instantly, like within 5 minutes, it was up to 2.5. So yeah, that one's a tough one to me. Not a tough one, but like it's gonna be tough for the Rams, I think. Sure. I mean, that's gonna be a loud environment. It's already the loudest stadium in the NFL because of the design of the stadium. It reflects all back down to the field. You guys all know that stuff.
Right.
It's designed to be loud. So it's gonna be a loud stadium, and the Seahawks are just playing incredible right now. They're playing incredible. Right. So it's gonna be tough for the Rams. They did split this year though. So I'm not gonna make any official picks yet. Right. I have to go back and look at the math, but they did because they're in the same division. Rams, Seahawks, 1-1. So
yeah, but when they played the Rams on one of the games, it was really close. Yeah, even though Darnold was looking like garbage. Darnold was like garbage in that game, right?
The first game, he played bad.
He would play bad, and it was close.
Yeah, it was.
I'm just saying.
Here, I'll tell you the scores right now.
Keep in mind,
they played each other December 18th. They beat the Rams 38-37.
Yep.
So they won by 1 point.
Yep.
And then they lost to the Rams 21-19 in November, middle of November.
Yep.
So both games were really close.
Yep.
Both games were really close.
Well, if you look at round 3 when they took on the 49ers this past weekend, hopefully history repeats itself. But keep in mind here, Shayna, Walker is fine, but they lose their other main running back.
Charbonnet, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chardonnay or whatever.
He's a good back too.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Yeah, Seattle's just playing out of their mind. I might really lean Seattle. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the numbers and stuff like that. But early lean Seattle. What scares me too is the Rams is Stafford and his finger. Like I said, he just looked off a little bit yesterday.
Right.
Or not yesterday. It was yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
Looked a little off yesterday. So we'll see. We'll get some news as the week progresses too about his recovery and how he's doing too. There's always like beat reporters tweeting that stuff out and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for us for tonight. Thanks for watching here, folks. Guys, we have some big announcements. We're going to announce that on Friday. So a huge announcement on Friday. We'll be with the Wise Man. We're going to be covering our official conference championship picks in the NFL. We'll also have our our men's college basketball picks. Shano, you're on fire.
Fire! I'm 5-1. The 3 weeks we've been doing it.
Holy cow!
5-1.
Yeah,
I only got one loss so far.
My math is bad, and even the wise man is doing well. We would have
hit
that hot dog. It's that freaking kicker. Wake Forest wins by 1, and I had 1.5 on that hot dog, and
yeah, Wiseman went 2-0 this week. I went 2-0 this week. Yeah. So yeah, we're on fire. Yeah, but I've been 5-1. I only have one loss so far on my picks. So I got to keep that going.
We got some soccer picks coming up as well. There is a midweek card over across the pond, as they say, not in EPL. So we'll look at some of the stuff. We'll look at what's going on there. We will have some Liga MX is off this week as they prepare for the World Cup. They have their national team in Mexico getting ready for for the World Cup. Obviously, they qualified, but they want to get everything ready. And we, of course, will have more information on MLS. And I believe, Shano, we might be getting another guest here to talk about the UFL in regards to the schedule coming out this Thursday.
Nice. I like it. Love UFL talk. Starting up soon.
Starting up very, very soon. And we'll have an announcement about that. Hopefully, people have been asking about a league, a fantasy league or a pick'em league. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna get with the guys here in the studio. We're gonna work get all the details and stuff like that. We don't want to say facts instead of facts, but major announcement this Friday. We will announce it, and I guess that's it, my friend.
That's it. We'll see you guys. Make sure you check us out the rest of the week. Follow us on X and Twitter. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Leave comments. Talk to us. We try to respond to everybody. So, So make sure you reach out to us on any of those platforms, and we'll hit you back up.
Absolutely.
We love engaging with you. So
you can
thanks guys for watching.
Yeah, you can see it definitely in the show. We'll pop it on the screen there. They're apparently there's going to be a little bit new layout, hopefully at the end of the week on Friday, if not next week. And there apparently is a new program director. I didn't care for the previous guy, so but because he had no clue. Yeah. He was singing like Babalu or something like that. I was like, I had no clue what he was talking about. But then we will have him, and I think with executive producer Mike is moving up. I think that moves producer Mark up. I don't know. There's a lot of things that's going on. I don't even know. They just tell us at the last second. Just show up on this time. Here are the graphics. Talk about this. McDermott got fired. Go. And then Twitter comes out like that. Oh, by the way, we just hired
Jeff Hafley for the Dolphins.
Hafley, yeah. Isn't that the guy that's saying Angel? Angel Eyes? Isn't that the guy that's saying Angel? Oh, the guy named. Oh, that's Jeff Hartley, I think.
Jeff Hartley. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I thought it was the same guy. I thought it was the same guy. I really did. Maybe you went from singer to coach. That's going to do it for us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Really helps the channel. We are going to have some big news. We'll be back on Friday, unless they tell us to come in earlier. I tell you, I don't know, but we just do what we're told. I think it's easier that way. Yeah.
Yeah. So for Friday for sure, we'll have NFL, we'll have college basketball, and UFC. So big Friday coming up.
Right. UFC.
So we'll have those three on Friday. It'll be a long show on Friday. But please check in. We'll have some big ones. We've been doing great in UFC.
Yep.
And our college basketball is heating up like crazy.
Yep.
Like I told you, I've been 5-1 the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
And the Wise Man's went 2-0. So make sure you check it out. We'll definitely give you some good information there.
And I forgot all about UFC 324. We'll talk a little UFL as well with the schedule coming out. They're just, the graphics are done. They're just waiting for the official schedule that comes out on Thursday. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, the channel is growing. And again, we're going to have some big news this Friday that we are able to share. Have a good night. We're going to catch the end of the national title game. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.